What up? What up? What up? We back again, back in the building. Fly Free Sports. Y'all know what time it is. Told y'all whenever y'all see Thomas with me, it's a UFC affair. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into these UFC 316 predictions, preview all that. You know what I'm saying for the card next Saturday. Shit's going down. We on time this time. We ain't doing a buzzer beater show. You know what I mean? Just getting it out the way in a timely manner. Thomas, what's up, man?
Hey man, living my best life, bro. Looking forward to this 316, and we gonna see if your boy Sugar Shane gonna change the game up on us.
Back in the building, man. You already know what it is. You know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna get into that probably the last fight of the card. Um, yeah, this is it's a decent card. Not nothing over the top. We talked about that shit off camera. Nothing too crazy, but you know what I mean? It's still a good card. And I'm a UFC head, so I'm one of them guys I watch from the prelims all the way up to the 1 o'clock in the morning fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So regardless of who fighting, I'm watching, so I ain't gonna complain.
I'm trying to get you in Atlanta though. They coming to Atlanta, week after that. We need to get you out there, man. Let's get you on the floor, get you with them the media tags and everything else, man.
Get the blood on the specs. You know what I
All right,
mean?
all right, got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it out though for sure. Because I think that Joaquin Buckley and Usman fight is gonna be one of the ones. I'm a big Buckley fan, so
Yeah.
that's my guy.
I want to ask you early what you think, man. Just by saying that, though, I already got an idea, so I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? That's a
you
tease.
already know he hungry, man. Like he hungry. He back at welterweight. You know what I mean? He been looking unstoppable at welterweight. So
Different.
and you know Usman is on the other side of his prime. So I think Buckley is primed to get a dub, man. You know what I mean?
Everybody's talking about the ligaments, man. Everybody talking about the knee cartilage and all that. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
teammates saying that shit. So, that is never a good sign.
Usman,
I
he
just
been through a
want
lot of
to make it
wars.
to the, you know what I'm saying, to the arena.
Yeah, Usman have been through a lot of wars, bro. So I mean, he gonna have to scrap that one out if he gonna win. So
Would you call him a gatekeeper, or you still think Usman is
nah, I wouldn't disrespect him like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do think this is his last opportunity to show that he's still at that level to compete for a title. You know what I'm saying? I think this is that fight for him as opposed to Buckley, who's hungry and making his way up. So I don't know. We're gonna see though.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So the 316 card, like I said, next Saturday, June 7th. We kicking it off with Vicente Luque at 23-10-1 against Kevin Holland 27-13. I feel like you want to go first?
I'll take it. I feel like Kevin, compared to most of them, he's actually faster. But MVP kind of showed you he could be exposed too, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but Kevin's grappling game, though. I mean, his last 5, 6 fights, his grappling game has stepped up ever since DC was dogging him out about how he was supposed to come wrestle with them and he was bullshitting around. I mean, like his jujitsu is looking next level with that arm bar. I think he did a choke. I mean, Kevin and I'm impressed by his ground game, mostly in the UFC though, where you got cats striking, and that's similar to no gi, where people a lot slippier. But
Yeah.
he actually done really stepped up his ground game, which is impressive. And you can't sleep on Valente though, man. I really see him. His striking is still top tier, and he done been through some wars too, though. When you talk about wars, but
Yeah, both of them for real.
yeah, they're around the same age. If I remember right, Kevin is 32, and I think he's probably 33, if I
Uh
remember
huh.
right. Yeah, so that you can't say age. You know what I'm saying? Is on Kevin's side, but I know the odds is against. Are the odds in favor of Kevin, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Kevin. You know what I'm saying? I see Kevin pulling it out. Now, I'm not gonna say KO shit because ever since that Wonder Boy shit, Kevin kind of threw me out, man. I feel like it ain't nothing against Kevin. It's just get your motherfucking dub, bro. First
Right.
time get your dub,
Right.
playing around and took that L. I don't like that. But I got Kevin winning this one.
Yeah,
All
Kevin. Kevin kind of like they're at like similar places in their career right now. Kevin Holland is kind of like, I don't think he's really interested in climbing up and competing for a championship or anything. I think he's just at the stage where he's just enjoying fighting. You know what I'm saying? There's really no pressure on in this fight. Like it's just two guys still trying to show that they can still do it at a high level. I think Kevin Holland, he's just been up and down. You know what I mean? Like I hate to say journeyman. You know what I mean? That sounds kind of disrespectful to
I
him.
give him more credit than that. Yeah, because you know they what. Yeah, they take that personal. They don't catch when I'm in the gym though, bro, and spar with them.
Oh no, nah, they getting tool work.
Awesome. They looking for the KO like who is it, Strickland? Strickland do to anybody who come in there. Yeah, they looking for that nasty KO when most of them usually don't do that Sean Strickland style.
Yeah, so I mean, Kevin Holland, his last couple fights, he fought Gunnar Nelson, the Ritter. Oh, is that no? Let me see. Who did Kevin Holland fight? Yeah, he fought Rainer de Ritter, Roman Dolidze. He lost to de Ritter. Like Bo Nickel. Yeah, he just showed you this Bo Nickel. You know what I mean?
Hey, he been that, and he cuts a lot of weight, so he a big boy when they going against him.
Yeah.
He will man him.
Yeah.
That would be similar to when Kevin went against well, I ain't gonna say Hamza. I ain't gonna put him Ritter on Hamza level.
Nah.
Hamza could be even my eyes, bro. Except he's younger, he'll burn out quicker, but he got so much power behind. Like Khabib didn't even have the striking to that level. I think that Hamza had. But I don't even want to get on Hamza because see, I'm a Hamza fan like you, a Sugar Shane fan. You know what I'm saying?
Hamza got a big one coming up. He gonna win too. Hamza got a big one coming up. But yeah, I think Kevin Holland. I think you're right. I think he wins the fight. But I got to go into a decision though. I don't think he'll get him out of there. But I do have him winning. It's kind of hard to pick Kevin Holland in these fights, man. It's like
I think it's kind of 50-50, but I'm leaning more towards Kevin, even though they you know what I'm saying. I think Kevin like a minus 250 or. He was some up there. I know it wasn't minus 300, but you know what I'm saying? They gave him some respect on that one. Yeah.
Kevin Holland is like one of the most active fighters in the UFC. This nigga fights, I feel like 3 times a year at least. It's crazy.
So he getting paid, and if you're paying attention to Kevin, now he's on these national commercials. So him and Wonder Boy with that drinking commercial, now he's getting that different bread, but he's still active though, because you get someone who start making the money, and not as active. And that's one thing I can give Sugar Sean, who's trying to get his title back. He's killing it. When you talking about sponsorships and social media and stuff, he's killing it, but he's still active. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of them to slow down once they start getting different money, like outside of the octagon money. You know what I'm saying? Right. They gotta fight. Like Kevin's just active because he loved the game, and like you said, as long as he's fighting these level fighters.
You think he loved the game or he loved the money?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say at this point, it's the money because he's getting that vet pay now. It ain't like he's in that standard regular pay. Like people like to see him fight, so you know what I'm saying. He gets a little bit more money. Then he on a pay-per-view card, so you know what I'm saying. Money a little different for him now. So he love the money, but as active as he is, he getting a lot of it.
Facts. Yeah, man.
And he's fighting injured too, though. I think 2 or 3 for sure out of his last 10 fights, he was kind of had some bruises coming in there, which a lot of them do. But
they say nobody gets through training camp unscathed.
He popped the reel like 4 fights ago, and then came back damn near as soon as it healed. It's like, bro, how was you able to train? But then he came back and got a W, I think, right after that.
Yeah, he a tough dude, man.
Yeah.
Did we talk about he was on a Rampage podcast and he was like acting like an asshole to him?
Well, you remember him and Rampage kind of butted heads though, and then Rampage still invited him to the show, which that's what you do because that's gonna bring the numbers. Cats want to see if this beef is real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when Bud ran into Teofimo Lopez. Like, all right, Bud finna check him, but if you know Bud, Just like if you know Rampage, oh, he gonna talk about it. so if you want the shit to get awkward, you know what I'm saying, or you don't mind that, or see, they both UFC fighters are one of the ex-UFC fighters, so pride right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, both of them in their eyes are some dogs. So I didn't see neither one of them backing down. And Kevin's still active, so he talk wild, but I feel like it ain't fair. But like the one cat, I forgot who it was calling out DC. DC sounds soft, and when you catch him doing a commentator, but he still.
Oh nah, DC be checking them niggas. Yeah, DC be checking them niggas.
Yeah. And DC low key be pulling that that slap to the chest. When you touch him, why you talking to him? Like, come on, dog. Hey, I
think DC ready, bro. I think he ready.
But see, he don't really show it on the mic, so that's why I said some people, if they're not into this game and they just love watching it, or they're casual, you know what I'm saying? You might think it's sweet because he talks proper.
Yeah, they taking that kindness.
I'll take it. It's because he's trying to keep getting that ESPN money.
Like, who was dude that won that fight? He was talking shit to DC, and DC was like, "Hold on, you ain't beat me. You didn't beat me."
Bo Nichols. That's the cat. Yeah.
It was a black dude though. It was a black dude.
Nichols was mad because DC, didn't say hi. I guess he didn't. Yeah. He didn't hype him up about how he thought he slaughtered the dude, but DC was like, "You barely made it by. And you're not ready for the top tier cats." And I remember he was salty, but then look at the next fight. They gave him somebody who was you could say top tier skill level, but on the lower end, and you see what happened. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got I think we agree on that one. Kevin Holland beats Vicente Luque. I had decision. I don't know if you had him finishing him or what, but I do think Kevin Holland will win a decision.
If he finishes him, it got to be by strikes. I don't see him submitting Luque.
For sure. Next fight on the card.
BJJ is that.
You good? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Next fight on the card, it's a replacement. We had Chito Vera pull out. My boy Mario Batista from the MMA lab out in Arizona is fighting against a very, very highly touted newcomer to the UFC who was dominant, you know what I mean? Should we say in Bellator? I mean, long-awaited debut in the UFC, Patchy Mix. I think it's going to be a tough one for my boy Mario. I'm not going to lie, man. I think Patchy Mix is going to do just that. I think he's going to mix it up, work in that wrestling. I think he's going to control the majority of this fight and end it with a submission in round 3 on Mario Batista. I hate to say it because that's one of my lab guys, man. Like, I just...
Yeah.
I believe the hype, man. You know what I mean? I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? I think Patchy Mix is gonna come in and do his thing. And I don't think Mario will be like bad. I just think he'll just kind of like get outclassed. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be one of those type of fights. I mean, that's
yeah. I actually think the opposite. I think what happened to the Bellator twin Pitbull. Everybody had him hyped up, Bellator. It don't work out the same when you come to the UFC. Just like Chandler, y'all find out his levels. It's like
what about Venom though?
Come from an international league to and think you about to, you know what I'm saying, get it in with the big guys. That's really all I'm saying. But I don't know if Mario is gonna quite get a KO, but I can see him with some good defense, stopping the grappling. Now, if he get caught, or like you saying, clip whenever you know what I'm saying, he throwing in kind of as if he's gonna grapple, and then he catch him one of those. That's probably the only way I can see him losing. But I actually had him winning by decision. You know what I'm saying? If he don't clip it, if Mario don't end up getting the KO.
Okay, so you got Mario. I ain't mad at it. Man. Like, that's one of my guys, man. I fuck with Mario heavy, just like Marcus McGee and all the other boys, Kyler Phillips and all them. Like, yeah.
How you think the lab looking at you now?
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't.
No,
like
but you being honest though.
No, I'm just being honest.
I enjoy the art. You know what I'm saying? How authentic you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going with
Yeah.
whatever you feel like anybody gonna win.
Now don't get me wrong. I'm rooting for Mario Batista. Like I want him to win for sure. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just feel like he won't get the job done. You know what I mean? But you know,
Patchy's solid from
pick
what
a,
I have seen with Bellator.
mm-hmm.
Patchy, he actually mixes it up pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, it's been talked about a lot over the years of him coming to the UFC, and it's finally happening.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see the Cheeto and Mario Batista fight. I would have picked Mario in that fight for sure.
Cheeto just don't. He don't. You know what I'm saying? Do enough. You know what I'm saying? And
At all.
damn, who's Sugar made him look so damn slow. That was like the Kevin Holland MVP fight. Like Sugar made him look so damn slow. Like
Yeah, like
that's embarrassing with your family there. You know what I'm saying? And no shade though. I ain't saying I'm gonna just out you there, man. But damn, bro. Sometimes you just gotta leave the kids home, bro. No, I'm just saying as a man, it's like some man. You know, some of y'all gotta know certain fights. Like, come on, dog. Don't bring.
maybe they just think.
About to be a rough one. I'm saying believe in yourself. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's like certain ones. Like, come on, keep the towel on, bro.
Leaving the kids at home is crazy.
Yeah, they'll be traumatized like a PTSD veteran and shit like that, bro. Like,
nah, yeah, I would have loved to see that Cheeto fight, man. But you know, I think I don't know what kind of injury he had or whatever. I didn't really look too much into it.
He's usually a tough character though, so
yeah. So if Cheeto pull out, I give him the benefit of the doubt, man. He's a warrior. You know what I'm saying?
From his reputation,
yeah.
I don't recall him pulling out on no bullshit. You know
nah, for sure. Cheeto is one of them guys. He gonna show up and fight. If he can fight, he gonna show up and fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I give him that respect. Yeah. But I do got Patchy Mix beating my boy Mario Batista, man. Come on, Mario. Prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong, Mario. I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need that.
We ought to better a drink on there, man. Next time we out and about, we meet up, man. Let's put a round on that, man.
For sure.
Mark that shit down. Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga. Hopefully Mario win, man. I'll be celebrating Mario win. I'll be glad. This is the most glad I'll be for a wrong pick in my life. So yeah, do your thing, Mario. Next fight, Joe Pyfer coming in at 13-3 versus Kevin Gastelum. This is an interesting fight. Kevin Gastelum 20-9.
Yeah.
Damn. What you got on this one?
I think Gastelum just been through too many wars. Not just to go straight into it, but Joe is actually, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to call him an up and coming. Yeah, I guess I was more said a hungry
kind of.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though.
You know, he finding his way, and I think they low key feeding him Calvin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say it like that, but
not feeding.
It ain't like Gaslam 40 or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. They're around the same age. Like they're around the same age, I think.
Yeah. But I'm just saying
Piper might be a little younger, but
Joe haven't been through wars though. Like Gaslam have been through some. I mean, that shit he did with Izzy though. When I went to it in Atlanta, he took some nasty right hooks. Kick to the head, you know what I'm saying? They knees buckling and still battling, bro. Like he ain't been through a lot of those to be in his early 30s, and you would think he older because he been in the UFC so long. It's just that's the only reason why I got Calvin losing. Like he looked revamped. That last fight I watched him, he looked revamped then, but it's like at the same time, Father Time always wins. You know what I'm saying? But not just Father Time in the UFC. Where you know what I'm saying, it's gonna hit you much quicker than others.
Right, because like you said, he's not necessarily old like that, like you said. Yeah. So it's just like, but the amount of fights and who you fought and the damage you took plays more of a part in aging and in fighting than your actual age. So if you done been in a certain amount of war, like another example, Sugar Sean O'Malley, he ain't really been in a whole bunch of like wars, and he 30. The only war he really was in was the Piotr Jan fight. That was kind of like the only one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people like Gastelum, you're right. He got a lot of wear and tear, man. He been around.
You got that hardcore Mexican fight. Yeah,
fighting high level guys.
Brawl it out. Yeah.
I remember he fought. Remember that one Chris Curtis fight when he fought that shit was insane. They was trading and
Curtis is that style of fighter too, where let's stand in the box, let's get it.
Yeah, that shit was ugly. I was like that. I mean, Gastelum ended up winning, but it was like
damn, they're like bare knuckle type shit. That bare knuckle boxing, how they
yeah. So And I think Piper been on a little run aside from the
Yeah.
Jack Hermanson fight. He lost that fight by decision, but aside from that,
I think
Joe
they
Piper,
this before they're gonna give him like a ranked opponent.
yeah,
Unless
Piper.
Gaston snuck back in the rankings, and I didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, more of like a gatekeeper fight. I hate to give it to him as gatekeeper, but the top dog's been getting a better account.
Let's see.
Lately.
Yeah, Piper is only they 5 years apart, so they're around the same age, 33 and 28. I just think Piper brings that mean streak that you like, man, from a fighter into the cage. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog. He a dog. You know what I'm saying? So, and at this stage of Gaslam's career, man, I don't think he could keep up, man, with that kind of pressure and that relentlessness, man. I got Piper winning by a stoppage, bro. Either round 1 or round 2.
Damn, round 1 like that.
Either round 1 or round 2. You know this.
I can see the stoppage though. I could definitely see the stoppage. Calvin got a hell of a chin, even though, like I said, it's been tarnished.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or it's just been, you know what I'm saying, ran through. Pause, whatever the hell.
This fight was actually supposed to happen like a few cards ago, I think.
One of them got hurt.
Yeah, I think Gaslam pulled out. So they getting this out the way. I don't think, and I like Gaslam too, man. He's another dude I like, but
he's a great fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just think that he's kind of worn down at this stage of his career. We'll see though. Maybe he proved me wrong too, but I got Joe Piper taking the dub, man. So that's just how I feel about it.
You know what I'm saying? We was just talking about a fighter, Holland. I think Calvin might be doing the same where, you know, at this moment, you know, I'm not fighting to make another run for the belt, but I'm fighting, you know, I'm getting a good check.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I don't hate the fight game yet. You know, when you catch them where they like, I hate training, I hate weight cut, that's when they finna let that, you gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna go up a weight class and then there's some more power you taking. So
you saw Jalen Turner. He was like, I can't do this shit no more.
Hey, and he's younger. I mean,
yeah.
But I think we said Izzy reached out to him or somebody else, you know, who kind of went through what he's going through on that mental battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You really just got to get your mind right before you come back to the game.
Yeah.
Saying you hate this shit while you're doing it, that shit don't make it no better.
You're not going. This is not a sport. You could be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You're gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? So
only person getting away with that shit lately is Dustin. DP been away with that, saying I'm about to retire his last fucking fight.
Shit. I mean, John Jones too. Even though John Jones only take 1 fight every 2 years, like he the same way. Like
I don't know. John only been he been throwing that around just his last 2 fights, maybe, right?
Because he had
heavyweight. He said, "Give me time," and that's why it was the 2 years.
But that time was like 3 fucking. When? How long was it before he fought that heavyweight
It was
fight?
supposed to be Stipe, but it ended up being Gone, which I think he probably seen opportunities with that one. Like I didn't expect it to end like that, just from the chin strap choke. Like I mean, that threw DC off, who was commentating. Everybody like, what the fuck? Like you never tapped this shit here, because that threw me off. Like damn, but he ain't no grappler, because you seen what before he left. Damn, buddy who went to PFL and making a $10 million fight.
Come on, Francis.
You seen what Francis did to him with 2 terrible knees. You know what I'm saying, on the ground. So what you think Bone Jones was gonna do now? He almost got caught coming in, but once he was in there.
And I think a lot of that fight had to do with, like, I think Gon was kind of like in awe of that he was fighting John Jones. That's a big spot.
Like a Hoover going against MJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like that was
sleeping on him. It's like somebody fighting Tyson.
Yeah,
they're still in awe, even though the person might be older, even though they're not the same person they were.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we ain't seen him get treated like that. Like it's like, come on, bro. Like you kind of
who'd have been through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I knew he was up in age, but I'm saying you can still tell he kind of, you know what I'm saying? He kind of was weird though.
I think Gon let the moment get to him for sure. I think that had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, he was overwhelmed.
Yeah, for sure.
Even he's like, oh my God, I can't believe I let that.
Yep. I know he want that back, but it'll never happen.
Yeah, nah. John ain't gonna give you no second chance. Like he only gave Gustafson, he only gave him that one rematch because everybody swore he lost and how close it was.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the rematch did look different because John.
Yeah,
man, talking about John, bro. Because see, I'm a Bone Jones fan. Only guy I can think of in the game, other than hearing stories about Lawrence Taylor, who could fucking party a week or two out from your fight and still dog the motherfucker when it's fight night. Like, I mean, party like the fuck we party when we don't have no fight coming up. Like,
not no Diddy party. Not no Diddy party.
Oh well,
no Diddy.
Hey, that man about to be just like R. Kelly, the happiest man in jail or prison. My fault. But,
yeah.
I don't know. Young Thug though. After that Young Thug shit, Cats got hope now though.
Yeah. That nigga, what were you talking about? John Jones. Yeah. He don't want that Aspinall fight. He don't want that.
He's saying if they pay him, and then from what the rumors saying behind the scenes, they're not offering him what he's asking. Because
I mean, I think he want like 30 million. You're not gonna get 30 million.
That was crazy, but I think it came back later. He said, "Nah, I only wanted like 15 or something." I believe they could cover the 15 if they paid Conor. What the fuck they paid Conor?
But Conor was generating hella revenue though. Like,
well, see, after that Mayweather fight, bro.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about anybody who make money and still get it? That nigga Mayweather, bro.
Yeah, that nigga Conor and that Khabib fight was after the Mayweather, so that was like the biggest shit ever. Like, he probably got paid the most for that Khabib fight.
Bad against Khabib after the Mayweather fight.
Yeah, like when you actually go back and look at that fight. Yeah, when you go back and look at that fight, it wasn't.
He actually flipped Khabib, though. Don't get it wrong. He flipped Khabib, but Khabib, you know, that wrestling and
controlled him.
Grabbed him.
Yeah, he just controlled him. That's all.
Yeah.
And Conor's defense, like his wrestling defense in that first round, if you go back and watch it, super solid. Yeah,
like he caught me off. I was like, shit. I might have betted it because I think I had like 10 racks on Khabib that fight. And I was like, fuck. Like, hey, I don't like to see that shit, bro. But good looking at Khabib on that note, though.
Yeah, that nigga.
I'll lay some slim on that note because you won me all that damn. I had to finish. Hell yeah. I didn't bet that on the win.
Yeah.
That 10K on the win, I think I would have won 2,000.
Yeah, not even worth
it. Finish. Let's get that right.
For sure. And more than likely, Khabib was gonna finish that fight. He wasn't gonna. That shit was too personal for him not to finish it. Like that wasn't going to.
Oh yeah, bro, you disrespecting religion.
Yeah, and we ain't never seen Khabib that mad, like jumping in the stands.
Not like that. Then the drop kick one of the coaches.
Yeah, like them niggas was not playing.
Hey,
bro. Like, they wanted to fight outside.
Somebody. Then he ran and jumped over the cage after a fight. Like,
yeah, that shit wasn't no UFC fight. Like that nigga wanted to continue that in the parking lot.
I mean, that shit's still personal now. Like,
yeah, they still don't fuck with each other at all. So that's one of the ones I want to see again. I don't give a damn how much time go by. Like, just to see them fight.
He ain't got he done ate that wagyu, that Japanese wagyu, and then he on the yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's over.
That cat sniffing powder, like, you know what I'm saying? He work at Johnson & Johnson. Man.
Yeah, I call him Cocaine Connor. He always high. Cocaine Connor always high.
I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man.
You can see the cocaine in that nigga eyes, bro.
I mean, he lost the proper 12, but he holding on to a couple of businesses still. So.
Yo, he ain't hurting for no bread. He's straight the rest of his life.
Yeah, cat's still gonna pay for him to show up.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he always gonna be able to make some money.
Yeah, when the Turk had him sitting on the front row, I'm pretty sure the Turk just gave him that seat so he'd be out there with everybody for that last Bud fight. He still got that movement where, you know,
hell yeah. And if he ever come back, the fucking pay-per-view buys are still gonna hit 1 million. Like,
well, everybody's still begging for Conor, but I would hope after that Chandler shit, y'all won't leave that shit alone.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening. And Michael Chandler, we don't want to see you no more either. That nigga Patty did him so bad, like.
He better than how Tony Ferguson went out.
Yeah, but
still trying to fight again.
But he on his way there though. Like
he's losing. If you really talking about numbers, his numbers is getting close to where Tony at. Because I think he took like the last 5, and Tony lost like the last 7 or 8.
Even performance wise though, he getting there. That Patty ass whooping was different. Like
like that American boy. I'm giving all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm giving all all I got for y'all entertainer type spirit. So
it's starting to turn into just pure ass whoopers instead of entertainment. Like, 'cause he used
it's
to be
kind of hard to
entertaining.
hear you talk shit.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying. You can talk shit if you winning, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to hear you talk shit after you took like 5 straight.
yeah, he gonna have to take a can next, bro. He got to take one of the easy ones.
Yeah, come on there humble now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Patty beat the brakes off his head. That shit was horrible.
Patty's another one talking about Cat 2 grappling game, like we talked about with
solid.
I don't remember Patty grappling game when he first coming in. Now I know he always got caught. He always had that chin up. You know what I'm saying? When he back up, the chin is up. So,
but his grappling and jiu-jitsu is fucking top notch. Like,
I didn't remember that shit being in his arsenal at the beginning. Like, where the hell that come from?
Nah, it was like his Patty's biggest problem has always been his stand up and how high he carries his chin.
Yeah,
but he's always been great on the mat though. Like, he's
but see, I don't remember somebody giving him the opportunity to show it though.
Mm-hmm.
He was always going for the KO by brawl. You know,
as far as like Cage Warriors and all that shit. Well, UFC we hadn't seen it too much other than the Jordan Levitt fight that he had in the UK. Yeah. He showed it that fight a little bit, but now we're starting.
Levitt loved being on the ground though. I mean,
I think he fought yesterday too, on that card. I don't know if he won or not. I ain't check it, but I think he fought yesterday.
See, the thing about that yesterday card, I missed that one only because you had the NBA playoffs, which I wanted to see if the Knicks would have possibly pulled it off because they're bringing more revenue than any other team that's in the playoffs now can bring. If they would have pulled it off for Game 7, and then you had boxing, which I wanted to see what Charlo was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole another little conversation, but
yeah,
I wanted to see if Charlo was gonna come out because I'm from the great state. The boys out there in Texas, I wanted to see what they was gonna do. You know, with all the ruckus, but
So
I'm watching the card today though.
For sure.
With the cannabis juice, man.
Salute. Co-main event: Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Juliana Pena coming in at 13-5. We already know she the shit talker. Amanda Nunes this, Amanda Nunes that. Against Kayla Harrison, coming over from the PFL. She's been dominant so far in her UFC stint. Coming in at 18-1. Gold medalist judo. You already know the background. Super strong. Look like she take them things on the side. Yeah. She said she get tested more than any other UFC athlete, and I believe it because
I don't understand why.
She looked like a fucking barbarian. Like, she looked like she on them PEDs for sure. But she's say she came up clean every time. So I mean, she said she take it as a compliment that they test her more than everybody else. But
that can be when you got that Liver King look, they
that Liver King, hell yeah. That's what you look like for real.
That's what it is. Like when you got everybody who have that look, who've been tested, what usually is the end result. Whether they get it on that first test or they get it later on, like they were using a hidden PED. Like we didn't even know about this PED. Like our test wasn't even catching this. You know what I'm saying? That's usually the end result. I ain't gonna say it's her. Until the test come out for it. But
sure.
That's the reason why we see them testing her like that.
So yeah, it's another one. I don't think this fight will be particularly close. Juliana Pena be running her fucking mouth, but I mean, when that cage door closed, you already know, like, the words go out the window, and you in front of somebody that's trying to take your head off, and I think that's what Kayla Harrison does. I think she grinds her into the mat, works a lot of ground and pound. I think she's gonna try to make a point. Like, she's gonna make a real statement in this fight. Like, she's gonna beat the brakes off Juliana Pena. Like, Pena's best bet is to keep it standing, but I don't think she will be able to. She gonna get ragdolled. She gonna get, it's gonna be a lot of ground and pound, man. Like, that's how I see this fight going. It's gonna be a lot of ground and pound. Trying to work her way back up. She might get back up a couple times, but it's gonna go back down. It's just gonna be one of them grind it out, fucking punch your face into the mat type fights. Like, I think this is gonna be one of them. So I don't know how you feel about it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel exactly the same. Like I feel like she's gonna come out in this shit like Hamza, except she don't shoot like Hamza. She's more of a judo person, so she's gonna get her grips, throw that hip, or throw that ass to Pena hip, and eventually toss her in some shape or form.
Yeah,
Most likely, women, I see a lot of that head-on throw, so she's gonna have the hand pretty much in the guillotine behind the head, her back to Pena, and throw her around. And once you get her down in that scarf position, it's probably gonna finish off with the bows. She just looked incredibly strong compared to these women. But just like Pena said, she's been saying she want Amanda, but watching PFL, I seen that last ass whooping she got before she left PFL. And that's the only reason why she went to the UFC, in my opinion. I seen old girl, can't remember her name, the Hispanic chick, Hawaiian chick, Hispanic, but she was piecing her ass up. If you're asking for Amanda Nunez, if you didn't learn from Ronda Rousey, when she tries some half-ass judo Olympic shit. Now, I'm not gonna take a dare saying Ronda Rousey, because Kayla's a whole lot damn stronger.
Fact.
She was a whole lot better. But if you can't grab Amanda before she bop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you start doing, as they call it, the sea legs or doing the stanky leg, it'll get ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I would say focus on Julia first, which Julia, she's the chihuahua that's always barking, but every once in a while she get that bite on her. Now the stand-up game looked ugly as hell the last fight, in my opinion, but she got the W.
And Raquel Pennington beat her.
And Kayla was watching that.
Yeah.
And
that was on the same card, too.
Yeah. And Kayla, you remember Kayla came out quick watching it, you know what I'm saying? Because she got her shit done relatively quick and easy. And I see a rag dog and Julia the same way. I know Julia has a little ground game, but there's levels to it.
Yeah.
And
if you could barely beat Raquel Pennington, then you're not beating Kayla Harris.
Raquel, honestly, it's no shade, but she's on her way out. I assume she got to just be doing this for the money, because she's not doing the modeling shit like Paige has as the background. So I can see Raquel steady doing that, unless she coaching some other females, like the women team to do. They usually do that, where you have other women in the women corners nowadays, unless the husband or boyfriend is the coach or some guy that they're just staying faithful to coaching them. Usually the women have been sticking with the women lately in this mixed martial arts community. So Raquel, that's the only reason in my eyes why she's still fighting. She need that check. But
like I said, honestly, bro, I felt like she won that fight though. Like
I did too, but I felt like it could have went either way, man, honestly. And I felt like Raquel, like I have her last probably down 4 or 5 fights, she's not giving enough output. Like her boxing is hella good, actually.
Yeah.
Even though she like I'm saying, she on her way out, it just seems like sometimes she's battling her own confidence, man. Like I understand every fighter you worry about the next motherfucker, but like we just said about Cyril with John, you can't you can't nut up and be like, oh shit, I'm going against the God in this motherfucker now. You gotta let them prove that they got that chin that you've been watching, because you might be able to break it.
I kind of feel the same way about Rose Namajunas too. Like she kind of like within the last couple of years is like after that after she won that Wei Lee fight, like she ain't really did shit since then, for real.
Because Wei Lee was that might be the win of her career that
It was.
Who I'm trying to think who else she got where we could possibly say, all right, that's better than the Wei Lee fight. That's the fight to me where I was like, damn, Rose actually.
That was just a good shot. Like that was lightning struck. That's what that was. Like, because when you saw in the rematch, like Wei Lee is just not that. You know what I mean?
To me, that rematch reminded me of when we were speaking of Amanda again. Amanda went against Julia that second time without the injury, where everybody thought she quit it, not realizing she's putting it on the line with an injury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you seen the difference in that second fight.
Rose ain't been the same, bro. Like I don't know what it is. Like I don't know, it's just because she getting older. But she ain't really been the same, bro.
But she got the talent, so I see why the coaches probably continue to push her. But in the corner, I don't see that looking out. In the corners, she always looks like Rocky. You remember when he was fighting Usman, that first fight? Come on, Rocky, come on! And this motherfucker turned in the chair. Now she don't turn in the chair. At least she still look at him. Damn. But I remember Leon turning his side to the coach. You know what I'm saying? Where he looking more towards the audience instead of your coach when he trying to hype you up.
So Rose did beat Wei Lee twice, but the rematch was definitely a lot closer. It was a split decision.
Twice.
Yeah, I remember the head kick when she beat her the first time. And and they had the rematch, and it was a split.
I actually thought Wei Lee should have won that second one. Though.
Yeah,
maybe that's why in my head I was thinking Wei Lee won it. But I actually thought, man,
I was thinking the same thing.
It was robbery.
Yeah.
When I think robbery, I think about when I know I'm going to boxing. When Pacquiao lost to buddy Timothy Bradley.
That was
bro. I lost some money on that too, though. So
Pacquiao had a couple of them. He had a couple of them robberies when he lost to what was it, Jeff Horn?
Oh my God! Man,
yeah, like that was another.
That was disrespectful. And Horn was doing that dirty shit, inside thing, throwing the little bows, throwing the shoulder strikes type shit in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And they warned him several times, but I knew Bud was about to pick that ass, bro. I bet hey, that's how you know we watch some comeback sports when it's like that. Yeah. Like Pacquiao did win.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They must have been giving Buddy them punches in the clinch because I was like, the ref is saying break and telling him to stop. But, I mean, even after the ring, though, he was notorious for that. When the bell by the ring, he get off extra too.
Yep.
Like Pacquiao, when we talking about humble, that's a good example. He still was humble in that loss. While you still get Chandler barking before the fight, Pacquiao still just chill.
Yeah, Pacquiao not that kind of guy though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really about to.
I mean, even against Mayweather, he still won.
Yeah.
Now Mayweather found out before the fight when he was asking for that shot, which I wish I would have heard something about that shit because I would have bet Buku. I would have bet the house on that. But Mayweather knew before that fight, even though he still felt scared. I ain't gonna lie, that's the only fight I seen Mayweather fight scared. He already knew his shoulder was damaged because they was asking for a shot, and it's clear when y'all talking about that behind the scenes that he asking for a shot to make this a competitive fight because obviously something's bothering him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mayweather was scared of that fight.
Yeah, hell yeah. So Kayla Harrison, I'll say fourth round finish.
Man, I see that shit before the championship round. I'm honestly, like you said earlier, with the one and two for Joe. That's where I'm looking at it with Kayla because she's a quick get at it quick. I can't say
the only reason I gave it to the fourth is because Juliana is so tough. She's tough as hell. Like if it's one thing she could do is take an ass whooping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
she was giving some ass whoopings, and
she could take an ass whooping. So I don't think she's gonna lay down, but it's just like
I still see it before the championship rounds. You know what I'm saying? We might get throw around on that one though, man. Let's because it's only me and you drinking anyway, so it ain't like we doing hella money. Hey, we getting some out of that anyway, though.
Yeah. So I mean that's either way she gonna win.
We got the same person. We're just betting on how she's getting like the over under basically.
Pretty much.
But I see it on the 3 and under, man. I'm looking at 3, but I heard it said 4.
I got it in the 4.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll people right. If it be fucked up, she lose altogether. We both wrong, but that I doubt that for sure. I doubt that shit.
Nah.
And you know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get this shit started. Let's get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for this for what we on, like 8 months or something like that?
Yep.
7-8 months. So the
rematch was brawling after the fight in the post-fight interview, you was already saying he finna whoop that ass because if he did that with the
torn labrum.
Yeah, labrum.
We got Sugar Sean O'Malley making his return to try to get that strap back. You know what I mean? 18-2, really 18-1 because the Cheeto against Marab the Machine, Duvalish Wheelie 19-4. I'll let you go first, man. I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, in the end, man, after watching that first fight, them first couple rounds was actually very competitive. Like, I guess you could say Sean kind of got the first and a half rounds, technically, if you're going off of that.
Round two was kind of bad for Sean. I ain't gonna lie.
What, round 2 was?
Yeah, round 2.
That's why I said 1.5. Because
the third round he did okay.
No, I thought it was the second half of that second round where he kind of got Sean, but the refs. You would have gave it to Merab, you know what I'm saying? But Sean still was looking solid the first 2 minutes in it. That's why I said 1.5. You know what I'm saying? But once he got in a bad position, though.
Yes. It wasn't good.
Yeah. But in the end, Sean, now he's recovered. Now he's fully focused. He got off social media. He said he stopped with the weed. When you start showing that type of discipline, you know what I'm saying, it should pay off. And I feel like he showed he could catch it. The machine clearly is going to keep coming at you, but Sean had some opportunities, when he clipped him, where he could have possibly finished him off if he, threw another 2 or 3 licks up in there on the combo. But it didn't happen the first fight. Now the second one, I still, similar to how I felt about the first one, I expect Sean to lose. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be a finish, but I expect it to be like a unanimous decision. But it's always possible that the Sugar, he could clip him. Because, like I said, the machine sometimes tend to get hit when he shouldn't get hit. He's not as bad as Patty. Nowhere close to that. But he do get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like Khabib where he's getting up in there getting it done quick. And then clearly Sean has done a lot of grappling, a lot of wrestling in this camp. So if his defense is looking solid, I can see him getting a KO. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say it to decision. If his defense is solid, like if he could do what he did that first round and most of that third round, it could be ugly because getting pieced up could kill your stamina. I don't give a damn how good you are, but your cardio can start getting weak every solid lick you take. You know what I'm saying? Each round. As they say in jiu-jitsu, when they doing MMA, every haymaker you hit that jiu-jitsu artist with, he lose a belt. So Sean catch him a couple nice ones though. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he got to clip him not at the end of the round where the machine can hold him and get through it. You got to catch him early in the round. Where you're putting that pressure on him to finish him, but not get caught on the ground while you're trying to put the pressure on him. But with all that being said, I got the machine winning though via unanimous decision.
For sure. I think, of course, having fought the first time, there obviously has to be some type of game plan change that Sean implements into this fight. So, with that being said, I said it before the first fight, use your teeps. If he uses his teeps the way he's supposed to, he can. It'll be better for him holding that range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We already know Merab wants to smother him. He wants to get inside. You can't fight Sean at range. We know all this going in. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's on him to at least, he's been doing a lot of grappling in camp, a lot of rounds on the mat. I think, like you said, if he's able to keep him at bay with the sprawls and all that stuff, we're gonna know early in the first round.
Yeah.
Kind of where this fight is going to go. Like I said, I want him to implement them teep kicks. I want him to be heavy on that jab. He did a good job jabbing early in the first fight. Early in the first fight, he did a good job of jabbing, snapping his neck back. Pause. I just think he'll be able to keep that range, man. I really do. I do expect Merab to get takedowns. Merab is not gonna not get takedowns. That's what he does. He's gonna if he has to, he'll spam takedowns. He didn't do that as much in the first fight, and I thought as the fight progressed, I think Suge defended those takedowns a little better as the fight went. But by then, obviously, it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Your energy is zapped. You're not gonna be the same once you get to your feet. You're not gonna have that explosion. So I think Merab did a good job of neutralizing him for the majority of that fight. Did hurt him. He did hurt Merab in the 5th round with the kick to the body and had Merab running around the fucking cage. But like you said, it was too late by then. It was like a minute and some change left in the fight. And that's why I said, stay on them teep kicks, man. He got to invest in the body. You invest in the body. That's the only way you can somewhat slow down a guy like Merab, because he's not going to slow down. He takes you into deep waters and he drowns you. Now, I think the fight will end in the third round. TKO Sugar Sean O'Malley. I think he will catch him coming in. I think he'll catch him coming in with something big. I don't know if it'll be a knee. I don't know if it'll be that cross. I don't know, but I do think he will catch him coming in. Merab will get aggressive because of his, his failure to get the fight where he wanted it in the first and second round.
Okay.
For
So
long
it
periods.
sounds like you're expecting a replication of what happened to Sterling, his teammate.
Similar, but I do think Merab will get a takedown or two in those first couple rounds. But I just don't. Merab never holds it though. You know what I'm saying? He's that guy. He'll get the takedowns, but you'll always be able to get back up. So I think it'll be 3 or 4 times he may have taken him down within the first couple rounds. But by that third round, I think this training camp that Suge just had, I think he put a lot of work in with cardio and strength training.
Yeah.
And I think he'll still have that pop in the third round where I think he'll eventually catch him. Because if it gets past the third round, let's just be honest, Merab, when he gets into that rhythm, downhill.
If you let him get in that rhythm where he's taking you down,
He doing all the showboating.
Yeah, once you start doing the antics, getting in your head,
it's over. The fight is over. You're not gonna.
Because his cardio's not gonna. His gas tank, is obviously there. Yep. Once you start doing the antics.
Yep, that means he's fully in his rhythm. You're starting to get tired, and watching a guy do that is demoralizing. You know what I'm saying? You fight for your life.
When he started talking to DC now while he fighting him, like your boy ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? It's still hitting him. Oh, that's mental warfare in the fight, and that's one of his tools though. Not to mention that part. Like in the end, that's kind of a weapon. You know how people try to act like they're not hurt, and fighters might second thought, like, damn, maybe my power not getting to him. I thought I clipped him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that is mental warfare. That's
Merab is like
a good part of the game. Man.
It's like with him, you see it. You see when that light comes on, like he got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could see it, like, damn, it's all downhill from here, bro. He about to smother this motherfucker for the next 10 minutes of this fight. Like and you saw it in the Umar fight. Like when he started doing all the shit, like it was like, this shit is over, bro. Seriously. There's no way.
Because Umar, I thought, kind of was catching him at times, but it's just he couldn't keep him off.
He was catching him early, but as the fight kept going, Merab just he literally takes you into deep waters and drown you.
But those last 2 fights, though, now that you mentioned that, though, both fighters who was winning early end up getting injured.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Sugar came in with it. Like Umar, they saying he broke the hand at the end of the first.
And we've just never seen nothing like Merab, bro. I tell everybody that we've never seen somebody able to keep that type of cardio for 25 minutes.
His own eyebrow before the first Sean fight.
It's it's unbelievable, man. Like
he stitches this fight, right? Again?
Huh?
One of another cut that people was like, why is he showing it? Or some shit.
He broke his toe. He broke his pinky toe too, like a couple weeks ago.
No.
So I mean,
fighters can fight through that, but coming in with it is tricky because Alex tried to do that shit last fight, right? When the last fight where he tried to do it, or he did it against the heel fight. The heel fight.
I think it was the last fight.
Okay. He tried to come in with it, but you know, as much as they was giving Connor some shit, I would say it would behoove you. Give yourself that damn extra month or something.
And then that's another thing. Like, is Merab at this stage of his career, is he overconfident? Because you start coming into fights with shit like that and you posting it for everybody to see. It's like, oh, I already got this in the bag. Like, is he thinking that it's gonna be a cakewalk? Like,
is it mental warfare? Is that what he think is mental warfare? Because you know, certain people from certain countries, humor is different, you know what I'm saying? So he might think this is mental warfare, while other people stateside, you're saying, oh, that's just dumb. Like, why would you show him that? Because now he might aim for that spot.
Or stomp on it or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You get your shit split over too much.
Think about when y'all in the clinch and then you know how they stomp down. What if he stomping on your toe? Like,
well, hell yeah, you want to do that. Like, if you know which one is broken, hell yeah. Like, it's fair game.
Yeah. You showed me.
You ain't doing is eye gouging and ball striking. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else, fair game. You know what I'm saying?
But Merab, man, it's very frustrating to watch your favorite fighter fight Merab. Like that shit is like, come on, bro. Like, god damn. And he moves so much. He's so herky jerky. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to land that big shot. You know what I mean?
And then another thing, now you mentioned that. I wonder if the weight cut is starting to get harder for Sean. For them to keep mentioning this moving up a weight class. Though. Anytime Yeah,
We've been bringing that up a
anytime
lot.
like the media speaking on it, because the media already know what's going on. They just can't expose it like, you know what I'm saying, like that, because, you know,
I
that'll
think
get
just
you outside of camps. You won't be invited into no camps when you expose. Now, you can ask the question, but don't expose what you seen when we told the world. Like, you know this off the record, but that makes me wonder, though, behind the scene, is Sean starting to have more difficulty with the weight cutting?
I think naturally as you get older, of course, like all these fighters kind of most of them go up a weight class once they get older. It's hard to shed their weight.
But I'm saying for them to mention it, it's kind of like the Ilya thing. You remember they mentioned that with Ilya 2 fights ago, and now you see he moved up. So obviously it was he still could do it, just like Patty. You know what I'm saying? Patty's still doing it, but it's like, bro,
Patty big.
Like Alex, what Alex be doing, how he do that shit a couple days out on some real crazy shit. Like, bro, that's some naked and afraid diet shit. If you ever watch that show, like, bro, that's fuck that.
Yeah,
fuck that. Like, I done tried to barely, you know what I'm saying, eat lighter and work out. Man, I'm lightheaded like a motherfucker in there, bro. Like, I'm food in my system.
Yeah, but I think this fight will be I think it's gonna be more entertaining than the first one for sure.
Yeah.
Merab is gonna always push the pace. We already know he coming out to push the pace. I just
He's coming
think
in confident, like Usman against Leon. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in confident. Like, I already beat you once, now we're running it back.
And Merab is so strong. I think that's another thing that's underrated with him. Like, he's the strongest guy in the weight class, like bar none. So, you know, from a matchup standpoint, this is the hardest. If Sean O'Malley can get past Merab, this is the hardest matchup for him in that division. Like, because they'll probably give him Corey Sandhagen next, and that plays into his favor if he wins. If he beats Merab, they're going to give him Corey because he's a striker. They want to, you know what I'm saying?
Corey's a striker, but I think he would do how we've been noticing Gary been doing. Like, Gary was known for his striker until he ran into the better strikers. And I think Corey has more grappling behind him. And I actually, shout out to I actually trained at his gym when we was doing that King of the BJJ thing. I might have made it to the last 8, but it was a cat from Bellator. I remember some middleweight who won it all. He actually put like a damn super heavy to sleep. Big dude, like probably 270, 280. Put his ass to sleep with a guillotine, the fellow who won it. But like Corey was right over there sitting with us before he went to his Muay Thai class and his teaching. But his grappling game is solid, though. With that being said, that's all I was saying. And I know he trains out there at high altitude with some other killers. You know what I'm saying?
That's been a fight a lot of people been wanting to see for a long time. They've been wanting to
see. Been trying to get all the big fights. It's just Sugar them. You know what I'm saying? With Sterling beating Corey at the time he beat him, that put him much lower on that spectrum than these other cats who was new blood. You know what I'm saying? Because Corey done kind of been around for a little bit. So they'd rather get a new blood a shot before they get Corey a shot. And then, if Dana ain't too happy with you, you know what I'm saying? You got to add that Dana factor because Bilal, he ain't going to be in no damn title talks. Matter of fact, he finna have to move up because Islam coming out. You know what I'm saying? And Islam really was holding back for a little bit of respect for Bilal, even though Islam obviously know he got a better hand in the wrestling because he was holding back for that reason. So
that's a good point.
He must give Islam a salute as much as Bilal don't want to talk about that for real. When people ask him the tough questions about, well, what if Islam come up? Are you gonna fight Islam? You remember how? Nah, that's my brother. I train with him. But then when you hear Islam come up and hear Khabib now, we want everything, brother.
Yeah. brother.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? When they say we want everything, brother, they ain't saying that shit that Bilal was saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's no shade to him. He's a nasty brawler fighter, and I believe he really regrets trying to stand up. That shit he was talking about, he really did that dumb shit. Like, you use your weapons. That's why I was mad at Kevin Holland when he lost to Wonder Boy. You use your fucking weapons.
And that nigga lost me money on that shit too. Like, this nigga, bro, Bilal, that was the last leg. That was the last leg of my parlay.
Yeah, you told me, and that was disappointing though. Like I know you want to keep doing your run. Do what the fuck. He might have had a tough time though. I remember him telling this corner. I think it was the end of the second round. He said, "Yeah, I can't get a grab on him." Like, I don't know if he is slippery. Because you got to watch out for them boxers who do that baby oil shit where they can get rubbed down before they come in the cage, but it's not until they start perspirating or sweating again where that lotion baby oil trick, you know what I'm saying, come in effect where let me go and get that out of the way. But where motherfuckers are slippery though. so he probably couldn't get his hands on them, Paul. But I believe that but I believe that's the reason though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like cats still be doing these old tricks.
That shit had me past the referee. I ain't gonna lie, that was the last leg of my parlay. That shit had me so fucking mad, bro. And I just knew Bilal. I'm like, yo, he gonna control the fight from the ground. Like,
only one that made me think about some shit worse than that was when the dog he showed me a parlay where you was gonna win 6 figures. Ooh. And that last motherfucker didn't go through. And dog, you might have sent me that screenshot for a couple weeks. Like, bro, I'm still motherfucking, bro. I think it was like the mid upper 6 man. You might have been about to win by 700K on that hoe, bro. That last motherfucker.
Like shit like that make you never want to gamble again, bro. It'd be like.
I mean, and what's crazy is I thought you said, you know what, I did a few parlays and then I just threw this one in there for, you know, shits and giggles because I feel like
I did. Like,
got a shot. And that one you threw in for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Missed the bitch by 1. I was sick, bro. Like, and I literally, it was like
I was actually hurting for you though, man.
It was a 13 fight parlay. Who wins the
13 fight? Ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
It was one of them little cars.
It was like a motherfucker where you like, dog, some told me don't add that cat, man, but I just wanted to go. But
it might have added like a couple thousand.
He was a favorite though. That's the crazy part about it.
It was like one of them fight night cards.
I can't remember his name, but it's a young boy too, though, man. It's like young. I think the
sick, bro. Sick. I was fucking sick, bro.
Yeah.
I still really ain't know.
I got that screenshot under your deletes.
Yeah, I got it. I already know I got it. That's you don't let that go. But
you got to go deep in the library for that one.
For sure. But
yeah,
that's Sean O'Malley. And new, we're gonna do this 2-time champion shit. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a possibility. I just think the machine with that belt, you know, it's a plus 30% with that belt, man.
I just got so much confidence in. I think where my confidence in Sean O'Malley comes from is their camp. Like, I know he's doing all the right shit. Like, I know.
Tim got to put in all the work.
Yeah, like I know the people he's around. I know the kind of coaching he's getting on a day-to-day basis with Tim and Tanquinho, and you know he's bringing in all these guys, give them different looks. You know, he's sparring with Izzy giving him certain things here. Mighty Mouse was in there a couple weeks ago, so I think
Mouse give people great. I mean, those are great looks. Like Mighty Mouse style, I could say the machine is similar, except Mighty
not as strong,
grapple as much as
right.
Yeah. Right.
So I just think he's doing all the right things, man, to prepare for this fight, and I think that'll be the difference in him finding the finish this time. And like you said, the torn labrum had, you know, maybe I don't know how much it had to do with it.
Coming in with a torn labrum, when you sprawling, that shit hurt.
Yeah.
But so I guess that's why he was showing you after the fight. I still could sprawl, but
there's just so many
different when you got, you know what I'm saying, Marab in front of you, though.
Yeah. I think there's just so many differences in this fight, though. Like, it's just, I don't think it's gonna play out even if he lost the fight.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll play out nearly the same. I think he'll have more big moments in this fight than he had.
So you saying you don't see it being like an ugly KO or none of that shit? It's basically
no.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think it'll be a good competitive fight. Like I said, a little bit more action than the last one had. I just think like.
I see it going a distance unless Sugar, like I said, could sneak out a KO.
I think he's gonna catch him. 3rd round. I got it like early 3rd round. He gonna catch him.
I think you did say that already.
Yeah. So that's my prediction, man. And new 2-time. What the fuck is good? Sugar Show is back.
Is he gonna go weight classes if he win the belt, or he gonna stay down?
Nah, he gonna stay there. He gonna stay there, clear that shit out. Yeah, he gonna clear that shit out. If Corey won it, he next. If motherfucking Patchy Mix won it, he could get it too. Pause. If whoever nigga bring Marab back, I don't give a fuck. Like he gonna get pinned again. It don't even matter. Umar, who won it? So this is the run. I think if he stays focused, I think this would be the run. Like,
but what if he lose though? You see him staying around, or you see him moving up?
Nah, I think he'll stay. Even if he lost, I think he'll stay around. I still think they might still make the Corey.
Corey will want the belt, in my opinion. Like Corey's not gonna just want.
But will they give him that shot though? Because it's like Corey versus Marab. Who really wants to see that? Like, So I mean,
Well, Corey's starting to talk shit now. I guess
and,
it's gonna bring more people to the table because
and truth
he
be
knows it's
told,
part of the game.
and truth be told, they might give Piotr Jan the fight before
I can see that.
Corey. You know what I mean? Like
But
that's another
Corey's
rematch.
trying
They
to
got a
bring that
built in.
following, or he's trying to bring the media into it. But see, when you take shots at Dana,
Yeah,
you know
that ain't gonna end
what
well.
I'm saying? Hey, he does what 47 doing, man. You can't do that. Take no shots, bro. You're gonna take it personal.
Yeah,
You're gonna start
hell
fucking
yeah.
up the shit. The UFC politics will get real mucked up. You know what I'm saying? When
Yep.
you start talking shit about the cat running the show. And we've seen that with multiple guys. Like I said, Bilal finally got a shot because motherfucker was like, "Dog, come on, man. He in double-digit wins. He done beat everybody in the top. Like you made sure he cleaned out the top 10 before."
Mm-hmm. I think
Really, Tony Ferguson is a great example of how he took forever. And when he finally got the shot, he just had been through too many wars though.
yeah, hell yeah.
Too much damage, and that's what I worry about with Calvin because he still wants the top dogs, but it's like, dog, you didn't took a lot of damage, and you starting to show you losing a step already.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're not looking very age where you're in the mid 30s or upper 30s, but you losing a step. And I don't want to go in on Gilbert, but Gilbert didn't look like himself that last fight. I don't know if that was just an all fight, but he done been in some wars though. Burns done with Hamza, that was a war. With Usman, that was a war. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to remember the cat who he fought. I think after Usman, but Gilbert Burns done been in some damn wars, and you can
Gilbert Burns, he another one. It's about that time. As much as I like him as a fighter, and he's like a real cool person too.
Hamza, he made Hamza look. He brought him back to you know what I'm saying. Everybody else was like, Hamza can't be stopped. He's running through him. When Gilbert made that award, you see how other fighters got confident. Max, when you heard some cats calling out Hamza that you didn't hear calling him out before that.
Yeah. Gilbert Burns was definitely the guy that made Hamzat look human. That was the first time we was like, that's like when
Hamza was humble after the win. You remember that?
Yeah, that's like when they punched Ivan Drago and that nigga was bleeding. They was like, he's hurt.
He
like,
could bleed.
That was one of them moments. Like that's what that shit was. Like, oh shit. But yeah, shout out to Gilbert Burns, man. I just think he's just past his time, man. I fuck with Gilbert Burns. He's one of my favorite fighters ever, though. Like, actually,
we share a sponsor, Battle Bar.
Oh, for real?
Battle Bars, best tasting protein bars, pause out there in the world, though, man.
Promo.
Hey, for real, man. Grab your bar, you know what I'm saying, pause, and shit, have it. Pause.
You ever roll with any of them guys in the UFC? Besides, I know you roll with Gore, right?
Yeah, I roll with Gore. I roll with who was it, Durbin coach. I'm gonna see Durbin at the UFC Fight Night card in Atlanta. I done roll with yellow guy, man. He's a light heavyweight. Got huge quads and shit. Like can't remember his name. I done roll with him. I didn't go with Curtis Blades, but I went with a cat who's supposed to be like Curtis Blades' protege, but he was big as fuck when I was out there in Colorado. I'm just happy I didn't get body slammed, bro, because he made me look good. But matter of fact, he the one who got
you got that experience. You got that experience though. You got that experience. So I mean, shit.
Yeah, but I was looking like Cat Williams when Buddy threw the water. He woke him up, bro. I'm just shrimping, bro.
Were you a brown belt at the time, or were you a brown belt at the time?
No, I was purple, but okay. Honestly, I feel like I was more in my prime and cardio and all that during that purple belt time because I was training for another Worlds run. Yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, but solid. Yeah. Of course, as you the higher level you get, the more you can see the shit. It's like the Matrix. Games start getting a little slower when you're going against cats. But now they have some dogs out there because it was some judo cats, but yeah, some of them Penn State wrestlers, I think they might have just bought the T-shirt because they didn't feel like wrestlers I done ran into. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a cat who made the Olympic trials for Jamaica at my gym right now. He's a dog. We call him a mooch, which in Brazil it's like beast. But yeah, money. Yeah, me and my boy be pushing it, man. That's one of my favorite partners when we getting it because it's straight go mode. Even though a nigga ain't got no tooth over here. Yeah, straight hole in my mouth. I feel like I'm gonna get it back in this week. Yeah,
when the next time you competing?
Charlotte. third weekend and 22nd. Yeah.
Okay.
In Charlotte. Yeah. So I'll be out there getting it. So hell, anybody want to come out there, watch your boy, check me out. Of course, I'm just doing jiu-jitsu. I did striking behind the scene. Y'all can have this. Matter of fact, just a couple cats in John Jones camp. I done rode with a few of them cats. So
Okay.
yeah.
You got to roll with Bones, man. You got to roll with Bones.
I want to roll with Bones, man. I gotta holler at OC, man. See if he'll let me pull up one of them days.
That'd be dope.
Bones he done brought him the last 3 training camps. I'm gonna have to see if OC go ahead and give me the pass, man. So
that'd be dope, bro. You got to record that. You get to roll with Jones. You got to record that.
Yeah, because that's like rolling with a legend, man. As much as everybody getting on him by hitting that coke line and I guess murdering some stuff out there in Thailand, but if y'all seen The Hangover, I'm sure you're doing every fucking thing they did in The Hangover. Hopefully not the weird shit with the trans or the face tattoos. But I'm sure Bones is, and with Nate Diaz too. Why you think Nate Diaz out there fighting, bro? What you expect? Put him in that environment. What you expect, bro? He around a bunch of fighters who trying to make a name for themselves and be seen. And then, you know, he got a short tolerance for cats running up on him. Don't let Nick get out there. Let Nick get out.
Oh, man.
You don't think they brought MS-13 out there to damn Thailand? You let Nick get out there with it.
Them my niggas, bro.
Those two together, bro.
I swear, bro.
Don't happen.
Yeah.
It ain't win. I mean,
Yep.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a fact. Them motherfuckers go out. It's almost like they looking for the bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
man, I know it's a tape of them every time they go out into town. Bro. It got to be a tape because you know somebody's gonna try you. Someone looking for the check like they do with Connor.
Yep.
And even with Haney or anybody who's an easy target out there.
Them my guys.
Somebody walking around, scrolling through, looking at your social media, they gonna run up on you because they want that check. They want you to still off on them.
Them my guys. Especially Nick. Like Nick is I always tell people, Nick is my favorite MMA fighter of all time.
He making money out of the cage.
A lot of that shit like is attitude too. Like I like motherfucking fighters who bring that fuck you to the cage. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a sport, but these guys take it to that next level. Like, what's up, bitch? Like I love them type of fighters.
It's like David Benavidez in boxing. When he said that, he really mean it. I get it, Caleb Plant. You run up on him, he gonna fight you. But he usually don't really go at the cats and say till they target him. But I like those type of fighters who
like Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz. Even that's why even Tommy, like I fuck with Tommy because of that too. Like Tommy's like, nigga, fuck you, like what you want to do.
I seen Tommy in the bong the other day, man, on some shit, bro. Like this motherfucker chopping it up with somebody, man. Who it wasn't even my interview for real, but
Probably a wild boy. I don't know if you saw the Mafia Tales episode where he jumped in dude's face because he missed weight. And he was like, bitch ass motherfucker, you missed weight.
I seen that little highlight.
You so pussy, you missed weight, and he was just in his face until they kind of like broke it up and shit. That shit was hilarious. I'm like, that's why I love guys like this.
That shows he has some sense of control too, though, because you knew if he slapped the shit out of buddy or caught him with a nasty blow. Lawsuit. Yeah. So he got the dog in him, but see,
ended up beating his ass anyway in like 30 seconds. So yeah, man. I love fighters like
so small though. That man, small cats, bro. They be quick as hell though, man.
I love fighters that bring that intensity, bro. Like that shit.
Quick though.
I'm that guy. Like I'm pacing. Like when the main fight about to start and Bruce Buffer doing his thing, I'm pacing, looking back and forth like I'm about to. Yeah, I like.
I think I'm one of them cats. I'm more sweating under my arms from watching it, and then you clenching your hands, so you know what I'm saying. Your arms a little, you feel like you worked out a little bit because
next Saturday,
certain cats taking shots. Most of them you bet on it, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm over. You would think I'm weaving like I'm in a fight. Like, move, man.
Like
same
Saturday. As soon as Bruce Buffer do that sugar and nigga, I'm gonna be in my living room pacing back and forth. Yeah, let's go. And I'm betting on that shit too. Plus 270, we need that. Plus 270, we need all our coins.
Plus 270, a good little come up though. If it goes through.
I need
like that. I told you last time though, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of Sugar and all the social media and all that, but it's like, hey, Rob ain't the captain bet. This ain't the fight to bet on. Now the Corey fight, I give you that.
Yeah, I'm betting.
You can bet the Corey fight.
I'm betting. Plus 270, I need that. I need that.
It's a chance, though. I ain't going to say it ain't a chance at all. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna find out real soon, bro. His fight week starts
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
The odds is closer though, right?
Huh? Yeah, he was still an underdog at closing, but I don't think it was in the twos though.
But it's like a one.
It was probably one something more than
because I recall regretting that I didn't bet on Rob that first fight though. Now the second one I ain't gonna touch.
Yeah, I think Marab was like minus 200 something in the first
I mean, like it was good odds, bro. Well, for a UFC fight, it was good odds. So I felt it was good. Like I felt like that.
But this shit, I think Marab is like minus 3 something. It's so disrespectful. I feel so disrespected, bro. Like plus 270, we gonna make some money next week.
Yeah. If you win, you about to eat good, bro. Good.
Yeah, like so. That's just how I feel about the fight, man. UFC.
Also, be betting like you usually bet on them shit. If you throwing out them 4 figures, you know what I'm saying?
I might just throw Kayla in there just to make the pot a little sweeter because I already know she gonna.
Hey, Kayla is one of them. Whenever I'm betting and I'm doing like a damn parlay, and that's just in there against Georgia Tech. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know I ain't gonna make shit on this, but by throwing it in a parlay,
give you another $100 or something.
Yeah, it went up because it's such a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just give me that extra 100 or whatever.
If you ain't betting on a particular prop, I wouldn't even worry about the Kayla thing unless you got a meal to just waste. If you got a meal, then you throw it out there and that save money. You know what I'm saying? You made maybe almost 200
plus 270 on sugar, man. I just can't. I can't not do it, bro. Like I got to. Like I feel like he being tried. Like this is gotta get it.
We gonna find out though, man.
Real soon. Fight week starts tomorrow. I'm gonna be amped from tomorrow all the way to.
And Betty gonna keep you locked in. And Betty gonna have you.
Yeah, I'm locked all the way in. I need this for the pockets. I need it for my pride. You know what I mean? Niggas telling me Marab gonna do this and do that. Show me.
Hey man, tell Sugar fly your ass out there to Phoenix after this.
I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there, man. I'm gonna be at the gym.
I'll take it to the lab,
I'm gonna be training with them guys. You think I'm bullshit? I'm gonna be in there.
Already.
But yeah, man. 316 is going down next Saturday, June 7th. I put this out today or tomorrow. You know what I mean? Thomas gave his predictions. I gave mine. We'll see who comes out. For the most part, we agreed on the fights. It's just
for the
method of victory and rounds.
I think we talking about rounds with a few of them.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like this part.
That's what he said Marab gonna win. And
that's the only thing we really had a difference on, in my opinion. Was it the Luke K fight, maybe? No, I think we both had yeah.
Both had Kayla Harrison, both had Holland, both had. This is rare too. Like, we never agreed.
Yeah.
So
usually you be on that bullshit. You didn't expect that, but no.
Yeah, shit. I mean, we're gonna see. Looking forward to it. Another banger. Yeah, Newark. Is it Newark, New Jersey? I know it's in Jersey. I don't know if it's Newark, New Jersey. But yeah, Jersey's gonna be probably lit as fuck that weekend. Yeah, just looking forward to it, man. Thomas, last words. It's good, man.
Last words. If Sugar pull it off, it's not gonna make it to the closing bell.
Oh no, for sure.
You're gonna have to pull it off by, you know what I'm saying?
You know what'll make me the most happy? I ain't gonna lie. Something that nobody would ever expect to happen. A sub. If he sub Marab,
that would be remarkable. Like that would be one of them odds where it's plus 1,000. I'm assuming if you bet it on the finish. I mean,
on a sub
finish, it's probably higher than that, though. Honestly,
gotta be because that is like the most unlikely shit to happen in that fight.
Yeah,
so, but yeah, that would make me the most happy.
Subbing if he out wrestles. Yeah, like if he got rounds, that'd be more shocking than the damn sub, honestly. The sub you could catch. Somebody might be coming slipping when he going for the takedown. Maybe Morale might have his neck too high up, and then you get a good guillotine in there that could actually finish it, or that ninja choke. But him kind of dominating Morale on the ground.
Or that Darce. I know he working at Darce with Ezra Elliott. So like,
Darce is nasty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a nasty joke
for sure. Like, so we gonna see, bro. I just want to see a good fight. Obviously, I want my guy to win, but I want to see a good fight too as well. So we gonna see. Fly Free Sports. like, share, subscribe, man. Tap in with your boy. Like I said, we still got the Tommy Gunn McMillan interview coming up at some point. Locked in with Tommy, so that we're gonna make that shit happen. Yeah, and we just gonna keep banging out content. I got Giants content coming up, all type of shit. So yeah, football season rolling around. You know what time it is.
Nah, we ain't gonna act like you slid in the Giants and nobody to catch.
I mean, this is Fly Free Sports, man. Home of the Giants. You know what I mean? Like,
I could have swore you was a Cowboy fan, my boy.
Man,
we both was at that Cowboys game, and you had a Dak jersey.
That don't even see. Nobody's gonna believe no shit like I don't know who you trying to tell that to. Nobody.
Yeah, let me stop bullshitting on that part, but you know what I'm saying.
It's all right. They wouldn't believe it. They wouldn't believe
that
it.
Pickens pickup. It could be great, but then it could be AJ Brown when he ain't getting the ball with the Eagles. It could be terrible.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out early too. So yeah,
you said early.
But we're gonna do some football. We gotta do some football content too, bro.
Oh,
yeah. Football season coming up. Well, at least training camp and all that shit will be here in a couple months. But yeah, keep it tapped in, man. Fly Free Sports, UFC 316 going down June 7th next Saturday. Lock in, man. And we out.